Hi, everyone. I'm actually scrolling through my Instagram to try and find some comments that I wanted to share with you because it's super fun when you post something on social media. Oh, look, my microphone's not even set up where it's supposed to be. I hope that you can hear me. That's the kind of day I'm having. Today is like a dumpster fire of a day, and I really, really can't take it. I'm ready for it to be over. I've been looking forward to this because I have a lot to talk about, but I'm trying to find a few of the comments that some real gem people left on an update I posted, but I can't. I'll find them in a few minutes. Anyway, how's everyone doing tonight on this lovely Monday? Let's talk a little bit about my Monday. Hi, Kristen. Um, I can't even tell you. Today was, I know I say this, I sound like a broken record every Monday, but today I was looking forward to dropping my kids at school. Hi, Susie, you're watching from being out to dinner. Fine, it's fine. Why? We give our kids iPads at dinner. Why can't we have some entertainment? Um, on Mondays, I look very much forward to dropping my older one at school, bringing the little one home, sitting her right in front of the television and putting on Mickey Mouse Club, because I do that, so I can bang out some work. And it's like those first few hours that are great. Susie, she was just saying she loves reading your stuff when I hide in the bathroom. Maybe I shouldn't film from the bathroom. I don't know. That could be interesting. My closet's definitely a little more spacious, but I don't know how people would take to that. So I didn't get to do anything I wanted to do today because, of course, my older one woke up this morning clutching her neck, crying as if a limb was being severed off because she's not dramatic at all. And I did feel bad because she slept on her neck wrong. She had a crick in her neck, but you can't tell a 10-year-old strong-willed girl that, this crick in her neck will go away. So I sent her off to school. She got it together. I thought we made it. I gave myself a pat on the back and listened to Ride and Dirty out of the carpool parking lot, true story, to rush home and get my day started. And I got a call at 10:30, or a text rather, at 10:30 from the teacher that she was not in good shape. She was really just complaining about her neck, having a hard time. And I was so determined not to take her out of school because she missed 2 days last week being sick. So I literally became like a nurse and started diagnosing what I could do, and called my ex-husband and was like, I'm just going to go and get those patches and a heating pad. And I'm going to go to school and like get her all geared up, and we're going to be back in business. And I should have known better. I mean, the second she saw me, the tears started and she wanted to come home, and it was just a disaster. So she came home, which completely killed my entire day in terms of productivity, because my children, I don't know how you guys are with your kids, but I grew up in a house where my mother definitely doted on us, like definitely. And so I have that in me, and I am that kind of mother. I admit it. Like, I don't go as far as my mom still to this day. If she makes like someone a sandwich, she like serves it in a little basket with a doily. Like, she's out of control. I don't go that far, but I definitely spoil my kids in that way. Like, I'm very, very coddling. And then I reach my limit, like my patience limit, and I get annoyed at myself for being so coddling, but I don't know any other way. That's the way that I'm built. So my husband makes fun of me because both of the girls will literally yell, even the one who's not even two yet, yell across the house, Mom, 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 until I answer, like most children do. I know I'm not unique, but if you guys are fans of the movie Wedding Crashers, you know the part where Will Ferrell is living in his mother's basement, and they come to visit him, and he starts yelling at his mother, Mom, meatloaf. Every single time either of my kids say my name, my husband just looks at me and goes, Meatloaf. And it's like a running joke in my house because they just order me around. They completely own me. It's my fault. I get it. But today was like one of those just shit shows of a day, being run ragged. So thankfully, before that happened, I want to take a step back. Before I got the neck injury phone call that I had to go and pick up my child. I shouldn't say neck injury because that'll scare people. She doesn't have a neck injury. She slept wrong on her neck. I went and got my once a year Botox. I love Botox. If you get Botox, raise your hand. I need to know who on here has experienced it, who is on the fence about it, because there's like a lot of things. There's do's and don'ts that you need to know about getting Botox. There are some people that swear you have to get it like every 4 to 6 months, and I know there's people who do it and do all this upkeep. I do it once a year because I don't want to look like dead in the face. I want to still have movement and be like natural, and I also get a very low amount. So if you've never gotten Botox, don't be scared of it. Like if you're freaked out because you think it hurts, it doesn't hurt. It's like the tiniest little needle. If you did anything regarding pregnancy, childbirth, labor, you should be able to do it. Like it's a breeze. It's not a difficult thing. And everybody has their own style. But obviously you can't see any difference now because it's not instantaneous. It takes like a couple weeks to really kind of settle in. But here's what you shouldn't do. If you get Botox, don't like buy a Groupon or like a Living Social for Botox. When you're shoving things in your face via needle, go and pay real money. Don't buy like a discount thing. That's never a good idea. You want to do it for a massage, fine. You want to do it for a meal out, fine. But don't do it for Botox where they're like injecting things into your face. That is like really stupid. I shouldn't say that. That's judgy, but don't buy a Groupon for Botox. Go to someone really good. So I love getting it once a year because I notice as I'm getting older that all those little lines that used to be very not noticeable, particularly the ones by my eyes, are like, I smile or I make faces when I'm brushing my teeth and I look in the mirror and I'm like, holy shit, is that me? Like I can't even believe it's real life. So I did that today. That was the most relaxing thing I did all day. My whole day went downhill after that. And now I just sit back and wait for the next couple weeks to see how everything settles. But don't mess around with it. Like if you're going to get it, go to a good person, go to someone who you know, a friend has gone to. I go to the same girl. She's a lovely PA who works in a med spa. Her name is Kristen, and I'm happy to share her information if you guys want to PM me. But I just went to, she's at BioStation now in Delray, and it's a beautiful facility. And it's like my little, I would say guilty pleasure, but I don't really feel guilty about it. And before everyone jumps, well, my people won't jump down my throat, but a lot of people are like, why do you do that? No one should care. Your husband doesn't care. My husband's like anti it. He doesn't think I should be doing it at all. He thinks it's ridiculous. I do it because I want it, because it makes me feel better. Because then when I look in the mirror and I do these and I don't see like all those lines, they're going to go away. Like next week when you guys see me, they're not going to be there. It's my favorite to see your forehead magically like de-age like Benjamin Button. It's my favorite. So I dropped off at school. I went and got Botox. I came home, hunkered down to start doing some work because I had my father-in-law here watching the baby so I could get some stuff done. And that's when I got the phone call from school that my child needed to come home because she had too much neck pain to stay. So that really kicked off the day. It really did. But what gave me a lot of sunshine in my day is, I don't know if you guys saw the post that I put up on Instagram, and I put it on Facebook also. It was a picture of my legs from like my calf down, and I was wearing Jason's Adidas flip-flops, and it said, I'll show it to you in case you didn't see it, just to put it in context. I'm like blown away by by the reach of this. Okay, so this is what it was. It said, if you don't put on your husband's flip-flops, I know it's hard to see, instead of your own when you have to grab something outside, oh, the lighting in here is so bad, are you even married? So I put this on, when did I post this? Yesterday? A day ago. I posted this yesterday. Okay. So all of a sudden last night I'm laying in bed and I have my phone set up so I get little like banners, when I get something happens on Instagram. All of a sudden it's like blowing up like the Price is Right, ding, 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 ding every second. I'm like, what is happening? And lo and behold, I can't even believe this is real life. My little picture of my calves and Jason's flip-flops have almost 12,000 likes. 12,000 people? Is that real? And 734 comments. And then the better part about it is that one of my favorite sites that I follow, and you guys should definitely follow them if you're not already, if you're a parent, it's called Average Parent Problems. And they post really great, relatable stuff. They shared it And it had, as of like a couple hours ago, almost 22,000 likes and over almost 1,200 comments. Like, I know it's relatable. Obviously, I wouldn't have posted it if I didn't think people would find some humor in it. I just didn't expect it to blow up like that. And I can't believe that my husband's flip-flops that I bitch at him for having by the door every second that I almost trip on might be my big break. Like, who knew? Who knew that I'd be facing that? I can't. Oh, hold on. I'm missing a bunch of comments. Jessica, I just de-wrinkled air. I'm losing my mind. I want a sandwich on a dolly in a basket. I know, on a doily in a basket. I know who doesn't. My mom does that. Stacy, my husband's a dermatologist, free Botox, fillers, facial, etc. for me for life. Stacy, you are so lucky. Carol, you want Botox, you should get it. Sam, best shit ever. I miss it. I know, as soon as you're not pregnant anymore. It was like one of the first things I did after I had Sienna. Lisa, contemplating. Don't be nervous, Lisa. Wow, how did I miss all these comments? Hold on, Lauren, when did you start getting Botox? How many years ago? Okay, so I'm going to start here and I'll keep scrolling. I only did it for the first time 2 years ago. And I was very freaked out to do it. And I have a friend that I trust who's in the industry. And so I always kind of lean on her to point me in the right direction, because you guys know, you see women walking around and you can look at them and in 2 seconds, their faces don't move. You can't tell if they're happy, sad, pissed off. And I never wanted to have that, but I do understand why people get it. So I started 2 years ago. I did it one time and it lasted I felt like the effects that I was looking for lasted a long time. I didn't want that like plasticky, fake looking, like I said, the dead in the face look. So for me, it was great once a year. I know a lot of people who do it twice a year, whatever. I don't go crazy. I do not do it every few months at all. It's not cheap, number one. And number two, I don't want to put it in my face all the time. Like, I don't want to inject my face all the time, but I want to do it enough where I still look like I'm not haggard. I just don't want to go there yet. I'm holding on to my youth as much as possible. So yeah, Lauren, that's how I do it once a year. I started 2 years ago. I'm sorry, that's not true. I started 3 years ago. This is technically my fourth time. Okay. Carol, it's dangerous getting it from someone's garage. Yes, it is. Jessica, don't get discount LASIK either. There was a King of Queens episode on that. Let's just say, like, when it comes to like medical stuff, you shouldn't get discount anything. The only thing that I can get on board with discount wise are things like massages and spa services. I will buy all the Groupons and Living Socials. I had an amazing Living Social that I bought for a spa day at the Four Seasons in Palm Beach. And it was like $100 for the day to be on the beach. And that included a massage and lunch, all this stuff. And it was do that. Don't look for a cardiologist. Don't look for a dermatologist. Don't do things like that. Sam, the younger, the better. They do say that the younger you start getting Botox for preventative reasons, the better. I can't go back in time though. I can only work with what I have. So that's what I'm doing. Stacy, board certified dermatologist. So Stacy, here's the thing. I agree with you. However, the Botox, the last couple times I've gone to a PA who works in a dermatologist's office, and she's a better injector than the dermatologist that I've used. So I think it depends on the person. Like, I wouldn't go to a random doctor who is not board certified, but I trust her and I know her personally and she's unbelievable. But yes, go to someone who's like trained to do it, not someone who's like, yeah, I'll totally shoot you up with Botox. No problem. Okay, Stephanie, I was so jealous of that picture because it's my husband's boots that I have to wear now. Oh, the flip-flop picture? It's crazy. My husband's sandals are falling apart. He won't throw them out. Jessica, just throw them out. What are you waiting for? Throw them out. Hi, Rach. Lisa, it's amazing. I absolutely can't walk to the dog or get my mail in my own shoes. I'm always in them. Carol says, I'm telling you, you'll thank him for that. Good material, Jason. I know. He always says every time I post something that has to do with him, he's like when I social media shame him for not cleaning something up and I get like ridiculous engagement, he's like, see, babe, I'm helping your career. Such a gem. Lauren, once a year, worth considering. I'm getting to the point where age is definitely catching me. I'm telling you, Lauren, do it. You will not regret it. It's not scary. And my advice to you, and I'm obviously not a doctor, but I know how it feels to take that first step when you try it for the first time. When you go in, just tell them that you want a natural look and you still want a little bit of movement and you just don't want too much, and because they'll do different amounts. And also you can ask them to not go crazy and like give you the option to come back in a couple weeks if you feel like you need more. Jessica, don't go to someone who Amazon primed Botox their house. Yes, that's a very good tip. Very good tip. Lauren, the man sandals, Steve's are indoors only. He doesn't let them outside. So I wear Jason's, like when I go, we have an interior door that goes into our garage. And so I'm constantly in there grabbing laundry because that's where our machines are, or throwing something in the backyard, and I just slip them on. But this is the really funny part about that. So I got a few comments, and I screenshotted them because I wanted to find them. Obviously, when I write articles and stuff, I always have comments that show up on the article. And just for my own sanity, I stopped reading them years ago because people are assholes. Like, they're just not nice. They say really mean things. They get very brave behind a keyboard, thinking that, you know, you're not going to know who they are. And they go for the jugular, and it's, you know, it's just mean. They're just awful. So the only time I ever read comments now are on, obviously, my Instagram account and my Facebook account, so I can engage and respond because I love having those conversations. But I got a few comments on Instagram, and they were definitely mild in terms of the stuff I've gotten in the past. I mean, I've been called names, really nasty names. I've had my parenting questioned. You know, people love to stick their nose where it doesn't belong. When I posted the picture of Jason's sandals, I think it was a guy, commented, and he said, "Did you just call those flip-flops?" And I didn't know where he was going with this. Was he trying to like have banter with me? Because, you know, I like to be friendly and respond to people who take the time to respond to me. So I wrote back, I sure did. And he apparently, flip-flop rage is a thing, because he got all bent out of shape, and he was like, "Those are not flip-flops. Those are called slides. And yes, there is a difference." And I just wrote back, "Okay, buddy," because I just didn't feel like getting into it with him. Hi, Courtney. Lauren, internet trolls are douches. Glad you stopped reading the random asshole comments. Yeah, you can't read them. Karen, I just opened the cute shirt I won from you, and it's great. Oh, I'm so glad you love it. Let me show you what she made me in 1 second. All right, hold on. So let me read you a couple of the comments. One girl said, where is it? Oh, she just wrote, "This is dumb AF." This is the other thing that makes me laugh about when people choose to comment on like a social media post. If something is like controversial, like obviously there's a lot of content that people write out there that stirs up some emotions and triggers people. And I get how sometimes you're going to get a mix of negative and positive comments. I literally posted a picture of me standing in my husband's flip-flops and just wrote, "Are you even married if you don't wear your husband's flip-flops outside?" Which I didn't think could trigger someone, but Jojo Doll Ramirez says, "This is dumb AF." So why take the time to follow my account and then comment that something is dumb? Just don't comment. I mean, I don't care. I'm all, you know, freedom of speech is freedom of speech, but that comment was dumb AF, in my opinion. And then the other one, someone else got really upset and said, "No," when I asked, are you married if you do this?" And she said, "No, I'm not. Thank you. Not all moms are still married." All right, CTFD, it's fine. Like, yes, I understand not all moms are married, but apparently we're not allowed to joke anymore or write anything on social media anymore unless it is completely all-inclusive of every single marital status in the history of the world. So I don't know what to tell you. I can't please everybody. Can't. I'm doing my best. But that photo and everything that has come from it is blowing my mind. Carol, because they are bored AF. Courtney, because he's loser AF. I know, people get crazy. All right, so Karen Gerber, I don't know if you're still on here, which, by the way, it's so funny that you spell your name like that, because the only other person I've ever met who's a Karen who spells her name with a Y is my cousin. So it's very funny that you spell your name like that. All right, so you guys saw the giveaway that I did that Karen's referring to. She won a shirt, and I've worn it a ton of times in the closet and out of the closet, from Lindsay Course, who's an artist, and she makes all of her own. She draws the art that is going to be on the shirts and has them printed, and she also does actual artwork. She painted an amazing table. She painted a guitar. I mean, you need to follow her because her stuff is unbelievable. So go back to my post from the giveaway and look, and you'll see all of her stuff. But she made me, which I didn't know she was making me. She made me, she knows, obviously, I love Biggie, and she'd asked me some questions, so I knew she was up to something. It's going to be hard. This is not going to do it justice. I have to frame it, but she made me this, and it basically is a lot of Biggie lyrics. Obviously, you see starting in the middle. There's Carly Simon lyrics. There's Taylor Swift lyrics. There's all stuff about being a mother of daughters. There's stuff about writing. I mean, it's so well thought out. And I love when people use their creativity and find a passion to doing something, but they deliver things like this that are so personal. Like nobody's going to have this because this was specifically made for me. So that's the kind of stuff. She has things that are already made that you can buy, but she does custom things. The other thing that is super cool about this, I think it's super cool about this, is I never knew what she painted these on. Like I just assumed it was some kind of art material, but it's not. These are Trader Joe's grocery bags and Whole Foods grocery bags, because she likes the way they stand up, and when you frame them it doesn't matter. But that's like super sustainable and green and very cool, and I know a lot of people are into that, but I am so obsessed with this that I cannot wait to frame it and figure out where I'm going to hang it. But I just think it's so unique and so original. So I have no idea what her bandwidth is like right now for the holidays, but if you still are looking for like a very special gift for somebody, I know artwork is something that people typically don't buy others because you never know where they're going to put it in their house. But that to me is such an incredible piece of art that I would never be mad if someone gave that to me. So if you're looking for that really original gift, you guys should check out her stuff on Instagram and on Facebook. She tagged me in a bunch of things today with this stuff, but check it out because it's really awesome. And Karen, I'm so glad you love your shirt. Take a picture and post it when you can and tag her in it. She'll love it. And I'd love to see it. Ariel, I'm not married, but live with my baby's father. And I say I'm married AF when I wear all of his clothes, because it's just, I'm not, that's it. You're exactly right. Like you can't stop getting so caught up in semantics. If you read a post and you find it funny and you relate to it, you don't have to hang on every single word of what was said and then, bash someone because they didn't word it the way you wanted. It is so frustrating, but it's what you deal with when you put yourself out there and try and make people laugh. So it's fine. Carol, love the upcycling the bags. I know, it's awesome. Love that banner too. You'll have to go to Hobby Lobby to get it framed. They do framing there. That's what we're trying to figure out. So I have to put it in a very specific, like a shadow box floating frame. And apparently those are very expensive. So I'm trying to find one now. So if you guys have any suggestions other than Michael's, because they're crazy, then let me know. All right, what else do I want to talk about? I talked about Botox. I talked about the art. I talked about the neck incident, my kids absolutely destroying me today. Jason's flip-flops, my big break. What else? Oh, you know what I want to tell you guys about? So I always talk about things I love, but I want to talk about a mishap that I had. So as a woman, especially when you're in your 40s or even in your 30s, I think you start to pay more attention to like your routines, right? You're moisturizing, all the stuff you're putting on your face to like make that youthful glow, whatever it is. So I have a ton of samples that I have when I buy stuff, and I never use them, but now I'm like running super low on my real moisturizer. And so I'm like trying all these different things to figure out what I want to buy and what I like for my face. So there's this a sample that came, and it's a brand that I've bought before, but I've never used this particular product. And it was a lactic acid lotion of some sort. So I take it out, and Jason's in the other room, and I take it out and I put it on my hands and I put it on my face, and immediately it's got like a really strong smell. I don't know. I've never used a lactic acid. Jessica, if you're still on here, I know your husband's a dermatologist, so you tell me. I don't know if lactic acid just has that smell always, or if it was a bad sample. I don't know what it was, but I put it on my face and immediately it smelled so strong, and I was like, sweet Jesus, that is very potent. But I thought it was just because it was on my face and I was smelling it. Well, Jason walks in the room and doesn't even get in the door, and he's like, oh my God, what is that? So here I am, we're like ready to get into bed together and watch TV and like be married and like do married things and, read between the lines. And he can't even be around me because my face smells so bad, and I'm laughing so hard I have tears coming down my face. I can't wash it off. It's not coming off. I've washed my face like 3 times. He's literally scooting over to the other side of the bed because he can't even be near the smell. And I didn't know that was a thing with lactic acid. And I need to know if this is a thing. So if you're a dermatologist, okay, Jessica, lactic acid burns. I've used it on my arms for those little bumps. So does it smell because it's burning your skin? I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything burning. It didn't bother me, but it was so bad that, as a matter of fact, when I threw the open sample pack into the garbage and Jason came in, he's like, don't tell me you threw that in the garbage. And I'm like, I did. You freaked me out. And I was never going to use it on my face again. He made me take the garbage out into the backyard. The alarm was on and everything, and I had to turn the alarm off and throw it out. That's how bad it was. I was so, I can't say embarrassed. He's my husband. I don't really get embarrassed, but I was like so self-conscious because here I am like getting ready for the night and I'm getting all zhuzhed up and I put the lactic acid on my face, and it was not a good situation. Karen, lactic acidosis does not have a smell. Okay, so maybe it was the brand. I don't know. I don't know what else is in there. I got so frazzled that I just threw everything out. I should have saved the package so I can look at it. It was bad, you guys. And Jason is like, I could have like a mask on and he'll always be like, oh, you're in kabuki makeup now. And but he still is like, you're so beautiful. And gives me so many compliments. This made him run for the hills. And I've never seen him like that. So I was like, oh my God, I want him always to be like into me. This can't happen ever again. I need to like smell things before I start to like slather them all over my face. So note to you guys, don't put it on until you like do a test run when your husband's not home, maybe. I don't know. What else? Oh, you know what else? So I talked to you guys about gray hairs and I've been using this stuff from Fido, which I love. And it's a plant-based, natural spray that actually delays the gray and helps put the natural pigment back in your hair. And it's definitely working, but I feel like I'm totally missed an entire spot, because in this area, which is usually where I see my grays, there's definitely less, if any of them. And all of a sudden, I'm going like this. Oh, it's this side. I'm going like this the other day. And I know it looks like I'm like checking for lice. And oh, you can't even see them on camera. You guys, there's like 5 like wiry, curly gray hairs. They're so bad. And of course, my daughter hears me talking about them and she's like, oh my God, I see one. They're so cute, which they're not cute. There's nothing cute about them. She just was being funny. But there's like a whole pocket of gray that I missed. And thank God, I don't know, Sam, if you're still on here, but thank God I'm seeing you. Is it this week? I don't know. I have it in my calendar, because you need to help my situation. The Botox is in place. The hair needs to be zhuzhed up. And I need to be back in business because I feel like I am falling apart at the seams right now. All right, what else is on my list? Oh, the other thing that you guys have been really good about, Susie, post the link to that because I color every 3 weeks. I'm totally gray. I will. I posted it last week because someone else asked about it. I will post it. Let me write it down. Hold on. I have show notes, you guys. No big deal. Hold on. Fido link. Okay, I'll post that for you, Susie, and I'll text it to you. I'll text it also, so you have it. But it's awesome, and it does take like, you have to use it for a while. But I've definitely noticed a difference in the front. I just didn't realize I had grays over here, which is now, I guess, this is my life now, and I need to pay more attention. But I'll send it to you. So all of my posts that I do, the don't hurt yourself, I'll just do it. Those are like my favorite, because the comments that you guys comment back to me have me laughing so hard, because obviously it's relatable. I think whether you're married, in a relationship, divorced, have been married, whatever it is, I don't even care. There's so many universal things that happen when you're in a relationship and sharing any kind of space with someone, whether you live with each other or just shack up, that I laugh so hard when you guys, I get private messages with like similar pictures or like people telling me their stories, and it is the greatest thing. So here's my question. If I were to make merchandise, shirts, mugs, whatever, that said like, don't hurt yourself, I'll just do it, or hashtag don't hurt you, whatever it is, I want to know realistically, would any of you guys buy them? And don't blow smoke up my ass, because I have enough on my plate that I don't need to do stuff like that. But I feel like people are like, make a shirt, make a shirt. I want to know, if I made shirts like that, would you guys buy them and wear them and be proud of them and let your freak flag fly? I need to know. So tell me about that. But those are some of my favorite things to do. And I feel like I need to do a contest around that whole thing. Like maybe I'll have you guys send me the worst picture of something that your kids or your husband did. I mean, I have constant material here to the point where like, I look at my camera roll and it's definitely primarily pictures of my children and me and my husband, and screenshots of things I forgot to buy or that I want to order. But there are so many don't hurt yourself, I'll just do it things in there that I'm like, I can't believe that this is real life. Carol, every time I see something stupid, I think of you. Thank you. Carol, you were so funny. Susie, yes, contest. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I have to figure out a funny way to do it. I like the idea of sharing pics. Yeah, I think I'm going to ask people to share the thing that pissed them off the most that week, that their husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, someone, child, whatever, whoever lives with them, I'm going to have them post a picture, and I have to figure out what the prize is going to be. I have to figure that out. What else, guys? What else do we want to talk about? Are we over the cookie dough thing? Are we over the CDC thing? Because I can't take another news story about something being recalled. I don't really care about romaine lettuce. I can find other things to eat, but cookie dough, I'm eating raw cookie dough. Like, you're not going to people have been eating raw cookie dough for a million years and nothing has happened. So you're not going to convince me now at 41, almost 42, you're not going to convince me to stop eating raw cookie dough. It's fine. Like, aren't there athletes that drink raw eggs and they're fine? So enough. Like, just leave us alone. Find something else. Like, actually, something came out, I think yesterday, that made me happy, saying that something about there was a recall with cauliflower, and that made me super happy, because you know from my last week's show how I feel about cauliflower. Everything, it needs to go. It's enough with the cauliflower bullshit. Stop. Just eat real stuff. I can't do it anymore. All right, I think I covered all my stuff on my show list. I really do. I have a show list so I can stay organized for you guys. One super exciting thing that I want to say before we wrap this up is, oh wait, no, I don't want to say that yet. Everybody has been messaging me or writing, and they wanted to know, in the picture of the flip-flops with Jason, that might be my big break and get me discovered. I was wearing leggings, and everyone's like, oh my God, where are those leggings from? Those are the cutest leggings. I love those. I have to have them. They are the cutest leggings. I'm just going to show you. So these are them up close and personal, but I have, like, I think 6 different pairs, and the brand is CHEEZ. I will show you here. So that's the brand, CHEEZ, and I am obsessed with them. I love them. There's a couple different styles. I love this style. They have a really thick waistband, so they like suck you in all the right places, but they are so comfortable. Sometimes I work out in them. Sometimes I just wear them around. I almost consider them like my fancy leggings, because they're so cute. So like, after I wear real workout clothes and I go for a run in the morning, I change into fancy workout clothes, and that's what I wear for my outfit during the day. But they are super cute, and you can get them directly from their site, but I've found them at Bloomingdale's on sale all the time online. They'll have them on sale for like less than half off a lot of the time. You just have to get lucky, and they have to have the size and style that you want. But Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom has them on sale a lot, and believe it or not, so does, I think it's like some of the crazy high-end stores like Bergdorf's and Barney's, like something that I could never walk in real life and buy anything there, but they have, for some reason, amazing sales on these leggings. So if you were one of those people who asked me and I didn't get back to you because I got so many messages about them, which is also pretty awesome too, that you guys like the clothing that I'm picking out. I appreciate that. That's what they are. They're CHEEZ. They are so comfortable. I highly recommend them. I have a little bit of an addiction to them, and you should definitely try them. All right. So the last thing I want to say is, I have been asking you guys for your support over the last couple of months when I was nominated by you guys, because I asked for if you liked what you were seeing, to nominate me for the Blogger Union Best Parenting Blogger in South Florida Award. And that voting ended, the public voting ended yesterday or the day before. And today I just got an email that I am one of the 5 semifinalists. So I am so excited, but more than that, I'm so thankful that so many of you made that happen, because that means that you are my people, and like, you're, you know, relating to my content, and you're liking what we're talking about and the conversations we're having. And that is so important to me, because that is why I left my job to do something that I love. And you guys make this so lovable, because I'm not sitting out here talking to myself. I mean, yes, I'm talking to myself in my closet right now. It's not like a good example, but we're having all these conversations about motherhood and the good stuff and the bad stuff. And I mean, when I write something, whether it's positive or negative, when you guys message me, I mean, you guys see the comments that are public, but I get so many direct messages. All those people sliding into my DMs, saying such incredible things about just, you know, the conversations that are being sparked in the dialogue. And that's why I did this. And so it is so meaningful to me, so incredibly meaningful to me, that enough of you actually took the time to vote to make it happen, because there were a lot of people nominated, and it narrowed down to 5. And I don't know what's going to happen from here. And obviously it'd be amazing to win it, but just the fact that I made it as a semifinalist, and that is solely because of you guys supporting me and showing love for me and taking the time to, you know, go and go to whatever the website was and vote, which I know that everyone's so busy. I appreciate it more than you know. Melissa, that's great. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Karen, you deserve it. I'm past raising little kids, but you nail it. Thank you so much. I hope that is my mission every day, Carol. Yes, I just saw that. Congrats. I want to nail it every day. I want to nail it. And I know that, like, you know, obviously I have little kids. I have a 10-year-old and I have an almost 2-year-old. And so there's a lot of people that are not living the same life that I'm living on both sides of the spectrum. But I hope every day to talk about things and say things that, even though it's happening in my little world right now, that on a bigger scale, that it's relatable in some way, that it translates in some way to someone reading it and they take something away from it, because otherwise there's no point in doing it. So I appreciate it. Ellen, awesome. Congrats. You always have my vote. Thank you. You are so sweet. You guys are just the best. And I can't tell you that I feel like I have this little, I know it sounds really sappy, but I feel like I do have this, I'm surrounded by this little community of people, and you guys are just always so good to me, and I love all of you. I really, truly, truly do. Sharon, oh my God, I'm so happy for you. Thank you, Sharon. So with that, thank you guys so much for making that happen, because that really was all you. It was all you guys making that happen. It was solely based on votes. People, you know, getting out there and taking the time to actually hit that button, which I know is not a labor intensive thing, but you took the time to do it, and I am beyond appreciative. So thank you for continuing to show me that kind of support. You have no idea how much it means. In the meantime, I am going to get thinking on a contest about, Jessica, thank you for the congratulations. I am going to be thinking about a contest for how I'm going to wrap in other people sending me their pictures for Don't Hurt Yourself. I'll just do it. So if you guys have specific ideas of what you would like to see as a prize, or for you know, how you'd like it to be, always let me know. I'm open to suggestions, but I think I'm going to do that soon. There will be no show next week because it's Christmas Eve, right? Isn't the 24th Christmas Eve, or am I crazy? Hold on. 20, oh no, the 20, oh, it's Christmas Day. So we're not going to do a show. No, it's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve. So there won't be a show. There will not be a live. And then oh my goodness, and the next is New Year's Eve. So I'm not going to see you guys for 2 weeks. I'll try and pop in and maybe do like a rogue live. But if I do not see you before then happy, happy, happy New Year. A Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate. I hope it's magical and amazing. And to all of you guys doing all the elf stuff, may the force be with you. And I hope that your kids are listening. And that's it. I love all of you. Happy Monday. Happy holidays to everyone. And I will see you for a closet live on in the new year, but I'll pop in with other stuff and some rogue lives, because I'll miss you too much and I will have to be here. Carol, I know 2 weeks, it seems too long. Maybe, you know what, I take it back. Maybe we'll just switch the day, and we won't do it on a Monday, and I'll figure it out, because I can't be away from you guys for 2 weeks. It feels like way too long. And then everyone will forget about me and you won't care about my closet lives, and I can't do it anymore. All right, now I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go take a shower, and we'll see you guys when we see you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah. Love you all. Bye.